Hey everybody, this is Kim from Big Sense. How are you? I hope everybody is doing well. It's good to see everybody, and I can't wait to get into the new topic that I have for you today. As you know, sense isn't always so common. Um, I've been trying to think about a couple of things that I wanted to talk about, and one thing did come to mind that I would like to discuss. And that discussion for today is how to know when you're on the right track. How to know when you're on the right track. I know a lot of times we kind of sit back when we're by ourselves and we kind of think about our life and, are we doing everything that we would like to do? Are we making any kind of accomplishments? I have that same thought process all the time. I always want to make sure that I'm on the right track. So this time I decided that I wanted to do a little bit of journaling so I can try to keep up with a lot of things that I may be going through. And I just want to check in with you from time to time to see if you're going through the same thing. If so, maybe we'll have the answers to today. So let's get to it. But before I go any further, please subscribe. Look at the little red button and subscribe. That's the only way that I can grow and I can continue to bring great films to you with great topics. So before you do anything, I'm just asking, please subscribe, like, and share this video. And let's not forget, the topic of today is how to know when you're on the right track. Now, one thing that I have noticed, how I'm able to tell that I'm on the right track, the first ones to always go, will be family and friends. They will all disappear. All of them. Everybody will just disappear when you make a decision that you're going to follow a dream. One thing that we always need to remember is your dream is not their dream. That's your calling. That's what you're called out to do. So no one will be able to tell you if that's correct or if it's not correct because that dream wasn't given to them. That's one way that you will know that you're on the right track. Simply because you always have to learn how to trust your intuition to make sure this is what you're supposed to be doing. Keep in mind, the dream was given to you. It wasn't given to anyone else. So there's really no one that you can go to for confirmation on that. You just have to believe that what is given to you, what you're dreaming about, it was given to you by a higher power. And so you have to go to your higher power to find out if that's what you're supposed to be doing. Learning how to trust your intuitions to make sure that you're on the right track. Keep in mind, you're probably the first one to ever do it in your setting, in your community, in your family, amongst your friends. You're probably the first one to do it. So how would you be able to go to anybody for confirmation? Actually, you can't, because they wouldn't know what to tell you, because that dream belongs to you. So only you would know. Try to keep in mind everything that we need. It's on the inside of us. You have everything that you need. The only thing you need to do is to tap into it and make it work. The next question that I have is, well, not so much as a question, but the next thing that will happen when you're wondering if you're on the right track is your relationship with your higher power will become stronger. Well, let's ask ourselves, why would that become stronger? Guess what? Because everybody else is gone. I know that is so crazy, and somebody right now is wondering, what did I do to that person? I didn't do or say anything, and nobody wants to call me back. Nobody's picking up the telephone. My mom, she's doing her own thing, and she's not really wanting to stay on the phone with me long. She's busy doing her own thing. It's always something. It's always something to keep you by yourself. And that is happening for a reason. Because when you're trying to work on a dream, you don't need anyone to come in and mess that up for you. And what I mean by mess that up is you need to focus. How can you be successful with a lot of people around? You can't. So you're going to have to learn how to spend time with yourself. You're going to have to learn how to do that when you're trying to push a successful business. You know, it's just like birthing a baby. And I'm pretty sure I have some males that's looking at this as well. And they're like, birthing a baby, this isn't for me. Yes, it is. Because you're trying to birth a dream. You're trying to push forth a dream that belongs to you. So one thing that you always need to keep in mind is, men, you wouldn't know this. Women will understand a little bit better, but I'm going to try to put it in a way that you would get it. We have pain before we birth a baby. It's a lot of pain. Enough to almost make you want to jump off a cliff because you're in so much pain. And it just seems like no one understands unless they've been through that process. Well, guess what? When you're trying to push your dream forward, there's always some type of trouble that comes. And it's not because you started anything, but because you have to know that you know for yourself that this is what you're supposed to be doing. And nothing and nobody's going to get in the way of you pushing this forward. So that's what the birthing pain is all about when you're trying to work on your dream to be successful. So try to remember, number one, we said the first thing that's going to happen is family and friends is going to disappear. You don't have anyone else to go to. Number two, remember, you have to get in touch with your higher power because that is the only one that already have the blueprint to your life. So in order for you to understand what's the next step, you and your higher power will have to connect. You will begin to trust your intuitions in order to move forward. That's what's going to determine if you're on the right track. Moving forward, number 3, you will begin to question if you're making the right decision. I can't tell you how many times I have done that. Am I doing this right? You know what? Maybe this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe I just thought it was a dream. But you know what? Every time I lay down and I go to sleep, that dream becomes more and more vivid, as if I have just jumped into my future and I can already see that I am successful. And then when I wake up, it's almost like being reversed all the way back to the present time. And now I have to work towards what I saw because I know what I saw was real. So that's one way of knowing that you're on the right track, because your dreams become real to you. You saw it. You felt it. You believe it. And you have to push it. You have to push that dream through in order for you to be successful in what you believe in. Moving forward. Number 4. Your dreams will become more vivid. Well, guess what? In 3, we kind of answer that a little bit. Your dreams being more vivid because it's become a reality. Now you're walking into what you believe in. It's almost like confirming what you want to do. And you're touching and agreeing that this is what's going to happen. Aren't you just getting excited? Because I know I'm helping somebody right now. I can remember when I was in college, and one thing that my professor used to tell everybody that was in his classroom, I want everyone to dress according to the field that you're going into. I want you to come to my class dressed in the area that you are professing. This is the degree that you're going to get. How will we even know if this was the field that we want to be in if we can't even dress according to that field? Actually, what that teacher was doing was preparing us to become successful. If you decided that you wanted to be a criminal justice major or a doctor, a lawyer, etc., You had to dress the same way that you would think someone would have to dress in their business attire. Why would you want to become something and you don't feel comfortable wearing those clothes? So this is what helped us to manifest our dreams into reality. So it's the same way. Whatever you are dreaming, whatever you would like to do or become in your life, you need to start preparing, dressing accordingly. And that's not hard at all. A lot of times we can go to different places in order to get different attire, but you know what? That's a whole different ball game, and I'm going to touch on that with you guys. So don't count me out. I'm going to come up with something real great to teach you according to how you need to dress according to your profession. Last but not least, you will begin to see more imitators around you attempting to follow the same path. Now, this is a doozy right here because it can kind of throw you off. It seems like when you declare what you're going to do, it's like everybody is jumping on that train and you have to figure out who are the real ones and who are the floggers. Floggers, you're asking me, what are floggers? The imitators, people that's just doing something. They don't know what they're going to do with themselves, so why not try on your shoes to see how that feels? You will find a lot of floggers, a whole lot of floggers. And I'm going to tell you how you can tell the difference between the real ones and the imitators. This is not a race. This is a marathon. Let me say that to you again. This is not one of those races that you can just say, get started, get set, and go, and somebody have crossed the line. This is not what this is. When you are following your dreams to become successful in something that you believe in, you're not doing it for the fame and the fortune. You're doing it because of the love, because you was called to do it. And that, my friend, when you see imitators, those are only people to deter you from what you believe in. Keep in mind that dream was given to you. It wasn't given to anybody else. So no one else can do you better than you. Say it with me. No one else can do you better than you. Well, you know what? That's all that I have for you today, guys. And I tell you what, that was super exciting. They have only made me just that much more excited about my dreams and pushing myself forward in order to be successful in life. Again, everybody, this is Big Sense. Thank you for stopping by for a little while, and I can't wait to see you in your future. As always, peace.